If you slept 8+ hours last night and you're still exhausted, sleep was never the problem. Sleep is one of 7 types of rest your body needs, and the one most people are deprived of has nothing to do with their body at all. We've been taught one equation our whole lives. Tired means sleep more. So we do it. We go to bed earlier, we download sleep tracking apps, we cut the caffeine after noon, and then we wake up 8 hours later and we still feel completely drained. So we blame the stress, we blame the work, we blame life. But here's what nobody tells you, is that sleep and rest are not the same thing. Dr. Saundra Dalton-Smith is a board-certified internal medicine physician. She spent years watching patients come in exhausted, and she couldn't explain it through medicine alone. So she started researching, and what she found changed the way we should think about burnout and rest entirely. We don't just need more sleep, we need restoration in 7 completely different areas of life. And most of us are running on empty in at least 3 or 4 of these areas right now. The first type of rest is easy. This one we all know, but you're only doing half of it. Physical rest has 2 sides. Passive, which is sleeping, napping, lying around, and active, stretching, yoga, getting a massage, making sure your desk isn't slowly destroying your posture. If your back aches before the day is over, or your legs swell from sitting all day, your body is telling you it needs more than sleep. But even when your body finally stops, your mind doesn't. You know that moment when you finally lay down and your brain decides right now is a great time to replay every conversation from the past week. That's what it feels like when your mind has never had a real break. It was processing, deciding, worrying, planning every hour of the day, and it never stopped. The fix isn't a vacation. It's short breaks every 2 hours during your day and a notepad by your bed. Because for me, when I write my thoughts down, it's like giving my brain permission to let it go. The note will remember it fine, and my brain doesn't need to hold on to anything anymore. And the reason your mind can't stop is partly because the world around you doesn't stop. Bright screens, notifications, background noise, other people's conversations bleeding into your own. Your nervous system is absorbing all of it. Whether you're consciously aware of it or not, by the end of a normal day, your senses have been working overtime for hours. And then what do we do when we come home? Sit on the couch and watch TV, more screen time. Sensory rest is simple. Just close your eyes for a minute in the middle of the day. Drive home in silence. Let there be nothing happening around you, even just for a little while. When your senses are overwhelmed all day, you don't just feel tired, you feel stuck. And the thing that usually unsticks you stops working as well. If your job requires you to solve problems, generate ideas, or build things, you are spending creative energy all day, and you can't keep spending what you're not replenishing. Creative rest is exposure to things that inspire you without demanding anything in return. A walk in the park, a piece of art, a favorite show or video game, something that pulls you in and gives back without putting you to work. But know that there's a line. Stack too much screen time and you've slipped right back into sensory exhaustion. But no amount of creative restoration fixes what's being drained at a completely different level. Maybe this sounds like you. You're the type of person everyone calls on. You're the one who always finds a way to say yes, even when you don't want to. You keep showing up. You keep managing how you come across. You keep it together because that's what people expect from you. But when you're finally alone, you're exhausted in a way that sleep can't even touch. Emotional rest means having somewhere you can say, I'm not okay, and mean it without having to manage how it lands, without worrying what they'll think of you, without putting it away before you've finished feeling it. A lot of that emotional weight comes from the people around you and not always in the way that we expect. Not all social interaction is the same. There are people in your life who fill you up, who are just happy to be around you, who don't need anything from you. And then there are people who drain you. Every conversation is a transaction. Every hangout leaves you more tired than before. Social rest is learning the difference. It's not about being alone more, it's about being intentional about who gets your time and energy. But you can surround yourself with the right people and still feel completely hollow inside. Because the last type of rest has nothing to do with anyone else. This is the hardest one to name, but you felt it. It's going through the motions, doing the work, getting the paycheck, finishing the task, and feeling like none of it actually matters. Like if you disappeared, the machine would keep running just fine without you. Spiritual rest is the need to feel like what you do means something, that you belong somewhere, that your effort connects to something larger than just the output. Most of us treat exhaustion and burnout like it's a volume problem. Like if we can just do less, sleep more, take a long weekend, it'll reset. But you can sleep 10 hours a night and still be emotionally bankrupt. You can take a vacation and come back more drained than before because you spent the whole trip surrounded by people who exhaust you. Staring at your phone, never once letting your mind stop moving. You weren't resting, you were just on pause. Real rest is targeted. It means knowing exactly where you're depleted and giving that specific thing what it actually needs. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Not tomorrow, right now, when this video finishes. Think about the last time you felt genuinely restored. Not just physically tired enough to sleep, but actually recharged, alive, like yourself again. What were you doing? Who were you with? What wasn't happening around you? That answer that you just described is your starting point, because the goal was never to sleep more. The goal was always to feel like yourself again.